move. I don't trust a soul, I don't trust nobody. Do it by some, I don't trust my own body. You would take a shot and you took her to Chrome Palace. It only took me one car, got a matter. I don't trust a soul, I don't trust nobody. Do it by some, I don't trust my own body. You would take a shot and you took her to Chrome Palace. It only took me one car, got a matter. Just this, my boyfriend put me for a show. I'm rocking white and gold, it look like I got ties. Water coming in and out, it never was a drop. The opposition has tripling head. Pay attention, pay attention, pay attention, finna show you how to get it. First we make 100, then you stay down, stack your rest, I'll never spin me. Foggiatos, panorama, spoon spinning. Extra green up in my pocket, look like spinach. I put gold all in my mouth, I had a dentist. Go for 2 more, then I finish. I say, better late than never, better late than never. You're better late than never, better late than never. Better late than never, better late than never. You're better late than never, better late than never. Yeah. I call my blade. She ain't pop it out and left her at the lows. They won't get up out my way, I move. I don't trust a soul.
We are here celebrating our 2K TV wrap party, and we're gonna head into the Triple Threat Park today with 2 members of Team 2K TV, Danny and John, and 1 community member, Ebans. Welcome back to 2K TV. We are so excited to have you on the show. Once again, how are you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me back.
In Triple Threat, you can pick your card. So which card and player are you using today? Because this is going to be a good one.
I'm gonna be using Invincible LaMelo Ball. That's definitely my favorite card. This came out all year.
So I'll be running with Invincible Giannis, so I can help with any of the other skills that need taken care of in this game.
And I just want no excuses, so I'm running Invincible Wemby.
Let's look at our opponents here. Who do we got? Paul George. Ooh, Kawhi. That's going to be a good defensive team, I'll tell you that.
Yes.
Shy is. But yeah.
Okay.
On the floor for the visiting Golden State Warriors. At small forward, Gary Payton II. At center, Draymond Green. At the other forward position, Jimmy Butler. At point guard, Stephen Curry. At the other guard position, Scott. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Kerr. And now for the starting lineup for your Cleveland Cavaliers. At small forward, standing 6'8", number 12, DeAndre Hunter. At center, 6'11", number 31, Jarrett Allen. At guard, 6'1", number 10, Darius Garland. Starting at the other forward position, standing 6'11", number 4, Evan the shooting guard position, at 6 foot 3 inches, number 45, Donovan Mitchell. The head coach of your home team, once again, your Cleveland Cavaliers.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA basketball. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We got one more great treat for you, folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
And the Warriors dynasty with their core seemingly over. You never want to completely stretch them out. But, Shams, how are we going to remember the run that this remarkable franchise has had?
You could make a case that the 2017 team might be the best to ever play, and the Warriors have become an elite franchise in NBA history. It might be a while since we see a dynasty quite like this, especially with the big three of Stephen Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
Hall of Famers, great coaching, solid ownership, they had it all. Now Golden State's starting five. Stephen Curry's out there with Scott. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Draymond Green. And it's Peyton in at the three. And for the Cavaliers, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Hunter in at the three slot. And Mitchell gets it to go.
You got to chase Mitchell out of the corner, or he will drain those all night.
Golden State moving the ball around. Scott kicks to Butler. Back to Scott. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Shams, of course, last season the Cavs beat the Magic in the playoffs. It was their first series win without LeBron going back to 1993, which is just mind-boggling. They're set up well, it seems, for the first time in a long time. What do you think?
They have so much young all-star talent in Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, Evan Mobley. It's been hard to build without LeBron James in the mix in Cleveland, but you have to give this Cavs front office a lot of credit. They've done a great job for setting up for right now and the future. They made bold trades, especially to bring in Jarrett Allen and Donovan Mitchell. They're set up well for
You know they got a new coach, so it'll be very interesting. Now here's Allen after the miss from Scott. 6 to shoot. The 15-footer, and that one's good. Hunter.
Yeah, that's a shoot-around shot as Hunter had plenty of space to knock it down.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
It's an East versus West matchup tonight. First meeting of the year between these two.
Yeah, fun to see maybe strangers because you just aren't familiar with these faces here tonight. This will be a very exciting game to watch.
Golden State's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. We have all these great foreign players. Maybe 3 of the top 5 players in the NBA are all foreign players, right? And so much was made of Anthony Edwards. Here's a 22-year-old American player who has maybe the charisma, the game, the everything you could package. It could be our next great player. Is there ever talk around the league about why are European players being so dominant? Where are the great young American players to compete against this great influx of international players?
The grassroots programs, you have to look at what happens abroad and in the States. You have to give a lot of credit to the way that they develop players over in Europe. In any of those regions, they do a great job. And those players are hungry, they're driven, they're passionate. They're trying to get here to the States and play basketball at the highest level in the NBA. And you see at the amateur level, there can be a lot of fluidity, there can be a lot of flux, and players are given so much so soon in America. So to be able to have that chip on your shoulder, to have the passion, and to exude the confidence that Anthony Edwards has, the younger generation of players definitely have someone in Anthony Edwards to look up to.
And both free throws good for Curry.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And in last year's playoff, Shams, we did see a lot of players injured and unable to play. What are some of the solutions that may be being talked about that you hear about?
People certainly ask if this is a result of the 65-game rule. Is it the more physical play? Is it the consequences of the regular season? The league is going to take a wait-and-see approach to determine if this is an issue they have to fix. But they do love the results of what this has brought as far as player availability moving forward.
Yeah, they do seem sold on that 65 number, don't they?
100%. And at the end of the day, some of these injuries are flukish. There's a lot of, obviously, lower body injuries, and you can't measure that. I think the league is going to want to see more data over the next 5 to 10 years to really determine, does this rule impact the game and impact injuries?
The kick outside to Butler. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Well, when Butler's this focused, defenders, beware.
Hey, Shams, we know you've reported on so many big trades that did happen. Were there ever a few that were close to happening but may have fallen apart at the 11th hour?
I always wait until things are 100% confirmed, but listen, there's always a trade or two that's viewed as done but just does not happen, whether it's sours, whether something falls apart. There's always one deal or two that falls apart at the trade deadline or in the offseason. But I try to wait as best I can and make sure that when I report, it is confirmed.
Trying to snap them out of this little slump.
Well, they can't find the net right now, and all they need, I think, is just to get one to go, get back on track.
A different look now for Cleveland. Okoro's checked in for Allen. Max Strus comes in for Donovan Mitchell. And it's Ty Jerome in for Garland. Here's Podziemski. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Here's Moody. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm and still able to finish.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
On the free throw, no good. Cleveland leading by 6. Here's Okoro. The rebound by Post. There's 57 seconds left to play in the first. Hield outside. And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Tyson's checked in. Here's Jerome. Pass to Tyson. He is looking for Mobley and finds him.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Back to Hield. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
The Cavaliers leading by 8. Mobley inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
At almost 7 feet tall, once Mobley has ideal positioning inside, he forces the defender to have to foul.
That one is off.
And to me, Evan Mobley seems like a fast learner. He adapted to the league play pretty seamlessly and is always looking for little ways to improve.
And the second free throw, good. Warriors trail by 9. Podziemski with it. Evan Mobley with the rebound. Here's Jerome. Shoots over Kuminga. And so it's Cleveland in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. So far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what you guys have seen so far from Cleveland, what's your take?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Mitchell and Strus are your wingmen. Then there's Garland. Then there's Allen. And it's Tyson in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Now, here's Moody. Following the miss by Donovan Mitchell. Curry against Garland. The pass to Looney. Well, the latest CBA introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes and less of a chance of super teams and just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, and all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax, it's a whole other animal now to have the second apron, and that certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum, and we're seeing that happen to at least 1 or 2 teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA being 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something we pour through before every calendar year.
Timeout for Golden State.
Timeout called the Warriors. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches. It's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive, massive paydays. Every single year we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big paydays.
DeAndre Hunter, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Then for the Warriors, Draymond Green, he's checked in for Kevon Looney. And Gary Payton has subbed in for Kuminga. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, last season, Draymond Green got his three-pointer going again. He said, over the years, my shot took a dive. It was in large part because I couldn't get in and out of my hips. They were messed up. It was getting my movement patterns right. Kevin, my hips haven't been the same in years. The Draymonds are good. Now they made him tough to deal with. Back to you.
Your hips are pretty good, David. I've always said your hip. Floor spacing, always critical. Good point, D.A. Here's Mitchell. And Butler sends it back.
And Jimmy Butler has incredible defensive instincts. Great timing on that block.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
The Warriors have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
Shooting for Golden State, Stephen Curry, taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Curry.
Yeah, so easy to root for Stephen Curry because of how much fun he seems to have on the floor. Embraces the competition, but is able to laugh it off when something doesn't go his way. A lot of things do, though.
Catching up on the changes for Cleveland. Mobley, he's checked in for Jared Allen. Okoro comes in for Max Strus. And it's Ty Jerome in for Donovan Mitchell.
Tell me the last time you watched Steph Curry on an NBA floor not have a smile on his face. I mean, always playing with that infectious joy.
Garland, the pass to Hunter.
Remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Misses from short range. Warriors trail by 3. And it's Green missing.
We'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
Hunter finds Garland. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Jerome. He's defended by Podziemski. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Got to hold firm or you're going to get a call.
And the Warriors making a change here. Hields checked in. 1:24 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside, Green. The Cavaliers pull it in. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Yeah, their long-range artillery hit the mark more often than not. A great equalizer when you're on the road.
Yeah, they sapped the energy right out of the building in that one. They just were knocking down threes, and it was deflating both for the team and the crowd.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
Warriors trail by 3. Hield outside. Launches from deep. Not going to go that time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Cavaliers on top, leading by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You look at Darius Garland. Guys, what a contribution.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half. Just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. They've got Scott. Payton is out there with Jimmy Butler. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Green in at the 5, roaming the paint. The NBA scoring explosion, Brent, hasn't slowed down. We're getting record-setting offenses, it seems like, every single season.
Yeah, Kevin, lots of factors going into that. Obviously, more three-pointers being taken and figuring out the math of the game. But let's give credit to the players and the work that they're doing in the off-season in terms of getting better with their skill to be able to shoot that basketball and seek out the most efficient shot on the court.
Now, here's Hunter.
Every basket from this kind of range is going to help Hunter's perimeter game. Doesn't worry about the defense.
Butler feeling out a bit. Passes it to Payton. Here's Scott. Mobley with the block.
Mobley is one of the best defenders in the NBA. When he's not blocking shots, he's altering them.
And Jared Allen, one of the best rim runners we have in the league. What a dunk.
Warriors have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. The Warriors have been trying to win a championship while also developing young talent. And Brent, that's a tough thing to do.
And really hard to do because of the established players in front of you. And how do you find time for guys who are going to be inconsistent and make mistakes? That coaching staff knows how important piling up every regular season win is in terms of your positioning in the playoffs. We'll see if this year they take another stride and those guys become more comfortable in their roles to help support the stars they've had for so many years.
Here's Curry after the basket by DeAndre Hunter. From downtown. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Garland with it. Now Payton defending. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, last season, the Cavaliers won their first playoff series since 28. Warriors making a change here. The Warriors have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now.
One shot.
Timeout called the Warriors.
Starting. And the loudest section gets featured. Let me hear you make some noise.
Now Hunter, 11 points in the game. From deep. And he was able to put it up in time, but it doesn't fall. Evan Mobley getting it done for the Cavaliers.
52.
He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more in store for you right after this. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Keep everything sharp. Keep the cuts hard. Cutting through contact. Passes sharp. And the ball's going to fall for us. We can't give up the easy ones down here, right?
I can tell that he wants his team to be precise with their decision-making.
Kevin, he's aware of just how special they are when they play smart and play together.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Mobley is out there with Hunter. Then it's Isaac Okoro. Then there's Garland. And it's Jerome in at the 2 spot. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Great since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals. The Warriors have missed the playoffs 3 of the past 5 years.
And to be fair, they did go 46 and 36 last season. They were 10 games over 500 last year. So they weren't a bad team, but Golden State doesn't just expect to be in the play-in. They want to be a contender. A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And goaltending was going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
The Cavaliers leading by 5. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And it goes on Draymond Green.
And with size and a terrific skill set, Mobley gives defenders nightmares.
Jared Allen's checked in for Okoro. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Brandon Bajemski. Butler kicks to Payton. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Excellent D there from Allen. Here's Jerome, defended by Butler. Holds it up there for Mobley. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And went up and pulled it down. Mobley soaring.
Pass to Scott. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Misses in close. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. Pass to Jerome. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Curry finds Scott. Shoots from 12. Mobley with the rebound. Mobley's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Here's Jerome. It's taken away by Payton. Garland against Scott. And the pass to Butler. Latrey. Jerome with the rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard. And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Cavaliers.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
One thing you can add on to this, and you don't talk about it much as a point of emphasis, but getting to the free throw line and generating easy points can really help you out. They got a lot of freebies.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. The Warriors also with a sub. Moses Moody, he's checked in for Scott. Timeout called the Warriors. Evan Mobley with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Now here's Curry. Curry always finds a way. This time inside.
It's not talked about a lot, but Steph is fast. So whether he's firing or passing, the defense is pretty much on their heels, especially in the screen and roll.
Hunter with it. Butler covering. Hunter no good. Warriors trail by 9. Butler passes to Green. Mobley with the block. And he gets it back. And he recovers it. Here's Moody.
2 minutes.
Misses the 3. The Cavaliers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Payton against Hunter. It's rebounded by Payton. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Jerome passes to Allen. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Well, the defense has got to bring a little bit more. Hitting Allen like that is not going to prevent him from scoring. Now
here's Curry. He's guarded closely. He kicks to Payton. top of the key, Butler. Nails it from deep. Jimmy Butler.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Moses Moody.
The aggressiveness
At the
of
line
Mitchell,
for your Cavaliers,
willing to take on the
Donovan
entire
Mitchell.
team to earn that
2
foul.
shots.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 9.
And people still talk about Mitchell being undersized. I think he's proven his athleticism more than makes up for that.
Scotty's checked in for the Warriors. And Mitchell drops them both. There's a minute left in the game. Golden State's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Payton left side. And that one is off. Excellent D there from Allen. Here's Jerome. Passes it to Allen. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation.
Cleveland ball. At the line for one, Ty Jerome.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Tyson's checked in. And it's Sam Merrill in for DeAndre Hunter. Here's Jerome. He's defended by Podziemski. Here's Mitchell. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Hield outside. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Yeah, watching Hield shoot is quite astonishing. He does a great job of establishing his feet as a foundation for his three-point shot.
And here is Mitchell. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin.
I don't trust a soul, I don't trust nobody. Do it by some, I don't trust my own body.
There is something else seeing someone who knows what they're doing and dribbling into the middle like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community running with when you're out here playing?
A lot of Tim Duncan. I think he's one of the best level 4 rewards just because he had every 6'11". A lot of people run usually. Gary Payton, those cards with the fast shots.
Oh yeah. That's
I went to your corner, my bad.
Here you go.
Take that.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Danny.
Good pass.
Good pass.
Good defense by Kawhi.
It really is.
Oh.
Doesn't matter, though.
Wow.
Ooh, now it's not comfortable.
This Paul George is moving too. Current level 40.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those moves, man. 5. Finish.
Good take.
Big D. Big D, no threes.
No threes.
Boom corner.
Help.
Good stuff.
Stay on. Yep, no threes.
Yep.
Switch on screen? Yeah. Yep.
Okay, I'm down.
1 second.
That's fine. Ooh,
Man,
that was a tough
two.
shot. That was a tough shot.
It's time to introduce the starting five for your Oklahoma City Thunder. Starting at shooting guard, at 6'3", number 22, Cason Wallace. At center, at 7'0", number 55, Isaiah Hartenstein. At the power forward position, 7 feet 1 inches, number 7, Chet Holmgren. The other forward, standing 6'5", number 8, Jalen Williams. At guard, 6'6", number.
Greetings, folks. Thanks